India's was from what I was told, was between 175 and 200,000. So you're taking that down too. So, I mean, it is the low. They're definitely the last 2 weeks have been the two lowest though. Other than that February week, which, could have been, but again, those are the three lowest weeks. But, I mean, I don't know how to calculate any differently. Because I'm using a lower number than they themselves claimed as far as live, to give them the benefit of more. If I use their number for what the live thing is, it would actually be a lower number than even I have. And that's, again, not factoring in the people who watch more than the full show. So, I can't come up with anything different. I mean, it's the thing. The other thing too is that you have to figure out again with the Nielsen number is, because the first week, like the number that they claimed that they used as a starting point from Video Amped was 2.6 million homes for week one, which is a big number. And the first show did a giant number. It did over 8 million viewers worldwide. But and that's by their claim. Yeah. So hold on. Anyway, let me just get this.
I'll mute you here for a moment or turn it off. Got it?
Got it.
All right.
Okay. So anyway, so the thing with the first week was they used the 2.6 million from Video Amped as a starting point to figure it all out. The problem is that Video Amped and Nielsen, their numbers are different. And Video Amped usually is about 75% of Nielsen, and he was actually listing it as 90%, but it's usually about 75%. So that's 15% right there of a difference as well. So anyway, whatever it is, they're at an all-time low, and they're way below where they were last year now. Whether as far as like an average and everything, the first couple of weeks they were way ahead. They had the first week especially, they were way ahead. So if you're averaging it out, they may be similar, but they haven't been similar for months. They're way down now.
All right, BJ Penn.
Oh, but did you hear the whole story?
Yes, he got a restraining order on his mother.
No, his mother got a restraining order.
His mother got a restraining order on him.
Yeah. So he got arrested twice over the weekend. BJ, I don't know if it's concussions. I don't know if it's alcohol. I don't know if it's a combination. I don't know if it's just a fluke thing. It's just a sad situation. Again, BJ was one of those guys, man. He was a giant star, in that early television period. The build to BJ and George St. Pierre, I remember that. That's one of the greatest builds I think UFC did, right up there with Quentin Jackson and Rashad Evans and, Lesnar and Frank Mir. And, in that days when they did those countdown shows on Spike, during the Spike era, so he, BJ was one of the real superstars, the guy who put that lightweight division up on the map and everything. But, I hate the thing that scares me. Obviously this is the first generation of fighters, and, we've had boxing for a long time, and there's, I know boxers that have done 100 fights and were fine mentally. And it's just like, it's, some people are going to make it, like the NFL. There's NFL players who are in their 80s and they're fine. And there's NFL players in their 60s who are a mess. And wrestlers too, I knew wrestlers in their 80s, 80s that were great. And then there's a lot that weren't, going through, like guys like, Red Bastien and Bockwinkel at the end. It was so heartbreaking. Even Terry Funk at the end was heartbreaking, honestly. Heartbreaking to me. But BJ, for those who don't know the story, BJ Penn believes that people have killed his mother and his brothers and have taken over their bodies and are living in the house, and they're not his mother and his brothers who have been murdered. Okay. He did a video and he showed his mother, and films his video, and he shows his mother and goes, "That's not my mother. Look at her. She doesn't look like my mother at all." Right. And you look at her, and BJ's mother's been on shows before and everything. She looks just like her mother. I mean, obviously it's the same person. So her mom, his mom left and went on a trip, and BJ, started like taking her bed away and taking her jewelry and taking this stuff. Then she installed cameras, and he put duct tape on the cameras. She put a lock on her door, and he jammed the door, the lock with glue, so she couldn't get in. Took her purse, her ID. She got a restraining, he got arrested. He came back, was taking more stuff. She found her mail gone, and it was in a friend of his car. She confronted him about it, and he said that he didn't do it. It's just a really horrible, sad story. But yeah, I hate seeing it. That's all I could say, But his mom. I really feel sorry for her having to go with this. And he's posted videos and stuff for weeks now, maybe even months. Because I remember seeing a video where he's talking about, somebody taking over his mother's role, and his mother has been killed by these people, and they're trying to steal his money, and they're trying to steal his things. And oh man. So he's got restraining orders against him from his mom and an ex-girlfriend as well, who's the mother of two of his kids. So really, we talked about Milicic situation, and this is much sadder, but it's like, this, man, it's really sad, the long term. And, I hope it's not swept under the rug as far as people not, again, we need way more research on this stuff, because, not everyone's going to get it, but, it's enough are going to get it that they're, again, and BJ's only 46. It's not like he's 70. So it's a real scary situation. And, he's had a bad track record for years.
All right, everybody, want to apologize, but we had a situation come up, and I believe we're going to wrap the show up for today, and Dave and I will be back at some point on Thursday to recap AW Dynamite